So, you'd like to have a lot of money? I think that's a great idea, and I'm here to support you getting that money with EFT tapping. But before we really dive in, I want to ask you, how would you like it to show up? It kind of makes a difference for your subconscious mind. Would you like it to just drop in your lap suddenly, like, I don't know, maybe winning the lottery? Or maybe some rich relative you don't even know exists dies and leaves you millions of dollars? Or do you feel like you'd want to earn it somehow? Like maybe you come up with some brilliant innovation or idea, or you write a song that becomes a super hit, or hey, maybe you write a book and it goes viral, and then you're richly rewarded for that. Or maybe somewhere in the middle, you've worked really hard fixing up a house, and oh my gosh, the market is skyrocketing. You sell it, you make bank, or your crypto just goes to the moon. You invested in that, and now that's paying off. Well, there's sort of a spectrum of, you might say, deserving and dropping in your lap. So that might have some effect on your subconscious mind. Because here's the deal. If you don't already have tons of money, and if you do, why are you watching my video? It probably means your subconscious is not really down with that plan. It probably is uncomfortable with the idea of change. And so in my work with clients, I've discovered there's 4 blocks that tend to keep us from getting what we really want, if what we really want is a big change, whether it's, having tons of money show up, or losing tons of weight and having a happier relationship with our body. These 4 blocks are something we can tap on. So here they are. Block number 1, I'd love to have lots of money, but it wouldn't be safe. Block number 2, I want money, but honestly, I just don't feel like I deserve it. Block number 3, sure, I'd love money, but it's just not possible. Or at least it's not possible for me. And block number 4, well, if I got that money, I wouldn't know who I am anymore. Now, you may or may not agree with these statements at all on a conscious level. Yep. Oh, hell yeah. Safe? I'll buy security, I'll hire a security squad or whatever. It's your subconscious, though, that may disagree or may agree with these statements, these blocks. And that's what we'll be tapping for. I'm going to go through each block one by one, and I'll show you where to tap. And I'll give you words to say, and in the pause, just say the words back to me out loud or silently in your mind. What I want you to not do, though, is just watch this video without also tapping. Because EFT works by focusing on the negative. It's what we're trying to slough off. In this case, blocks, right? But if you're just listening to me say a bunch of negative stuff, well, it's not helpful, and it could even be counterproductive. So do tap along while we're going through the EFT, okay? So let's just start on the side of the hand. Either hand is fine. And even though I would love to have lots of money, and this is where you say it back to me, it just wouldn't be safe. And I still deeply love and completely accept myself. I want a lot of money, but that's probably a really bad idea. Having tons of money would make me a target. People will come after me. Oh my God, my kids will be kidnapped. I don't even have kids. I'll be kidnapped. it wouldn't be safe having tons of money. I'd become a target of scammers. Of course, everyone's a target for scammers, so there's that. But I'll lose all my privacy. When people find out I'm rich, they'll come after me. All my relatives will show up with their hands out. Oh, I'll be isolated. I won't know who my friends are anymore. Do they really like me, or do they just want me to buy them dinner? Oh no, if I have a ton of money, the IRS will come after me. It wouldn't be safe for me to have a lot of money. I'll probably have some jerk sue me, just trying to get money off me. It just would not be safe. I'd probably get snookered into some kind of bad investment and lose it all. It would not be safe for me to have a lot of money. I'll just become a target. Everyone will be out to get me. What a bad idea. Having a ton of money seems like it would be wonderful. But it would probably turn my life into a nightmare. I'd have to be on guard all the time. Everyone would be out to get me. I would love to be wrong about all of that. Seems like there's a lot of rich people in the world. They're not all being targeted all the time, are they? Does every rich person get kidnapped? What if it might be perfectly safe for me to have a lot of money? What if it is safe? All this fear of having too much money, this fear that something terrible will happen, all this fear, even if it's incredibly dangerous for me to have a ton of money, I give myself permission to live dangerously. Okay, nice deep breath. Let's jump into block number 2. I don't deserve to have a ton of money. Okay, so even though I want to have a ton of money, I forgive myself for that. It seems like it would make life so much nicer. But I honestly don't deserve it. I mean, my parents had to work so hard. It wouldn't be fair to them. Especially if the money just dropped into my lap. Even if I worked hard to make it. It'd be like spitting in their eye. It would just be wrong for me to have lots of money. You know, it's hard to make lots of money. So many people struggle. If money just came to me easily, that wouldn't be fair. And honestly, there's only so much money to go around. If I make a ton of money, someone else has to go without. That's not actually true at all, but maybe it feels true. But what if I have tons of money and I'm just happy and living it up? So many people are suffering and struggling. How could I enjoy having an easy life when other people are having a hard one? And there's so many other people more brilliant than I am, who work so much harder. It wouldn't be fair for me to get the money. I guess it wouldn't be spiritual either. I don't deserve to have money. Only super hardworking, very spiritual people do. That's weird because a lot of rich people don't seem that nice. I mean, a lot of them probably are wonderful people. But there might be a lot of mean, greedy snobs too. Oh my God, what if I do deserve to have money? But it would probably make me lazy. If I had tons of money, I just want to lay around on the beach and drink Mai Tais. Having a ton of money would make me useless. Well, that might be true for a little while. I might like to take a nice long holiday. But then again, eventually I'd probably get bored. Having a lot of money might be very empowering. I wonder if there's something I'd figure out I wanted to do. Something great. I guess I wouldn't know until I had the money. This feeling that other people are more deserving, this feeling that there's really only so much money to go around. If I have money, someone else has to go without. If I'm rich, it makes other people poor. This is actually not true at all. And if I believe it's true on some level, well, I forgive myself for believing something that dumb. If I do end up with tons of money, it might make life better for all the people around me. I mean, I'd want it to, I guess. This feeling of being undeserving to have tons of money. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Okay, nice deep breath. Let's launch into block number 3. It's just not possible, or just not possible for me. Okay, so even though I want to have a lot of money, it's just not possible for me. I mean, there are rich people in the world, but I'm not rich. It would have happened by now. So obviously it's never going to happen. And those people were probably born rich. I can't become rich. It's not possible. At least it's not possible for me. I mean, I can make money working at a job. I can make a little money over a long period of time. But I can't suddenly become rich. It's not possible for me to become rich. I mean, I guess people do win the lottery. But I'm not lucky. And I don't have any rich relatives. It's never going to happen. I will never be rich. I mean, some people do have $1 million ideas. They invent something that everybody wants. Or somebody comes up with a song or something that's so popular. That's not me. It's just not possible. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Other people can do it, I guess. I mean, some people definitely are rich. But it's impossible for me. I can't get there from here. There's no way I can possibly become rich. I don't know why. I just know it's true. It's impossible for me to become rich. It's impossible for me to have a lot of money. It's just the way it is. And I choose to forgive myself for believing this is true. Okay, a nice deep breath. On to block number 4. I won't know who I am anymore. Okay, so even though I would love to have lots of money, I think I'd lose myself. I wouldn't know who I am anymore. And I still deeply love and completely accept myself. You know, there's all these stories about people winning the lottery. They might win $100 million. And somehow it's all gone in a few years. Well, that would probably be me. I wouldn't be comfortable rich. I don't hang out with rich people. If I had millions of dollars, I wouldn't know what to say to rich people. What am I going to do? Go to yacht parties? And I wouldn't know what to say to my friends. It would be so awkward. There's nothing in my life now that fits with me being rich. I know what I'm supposed to do. If I win millions and millions of dollars, I'm supposed to buy a mansion. I'm supposed to buy fancy cars. I wouldn't be comfortable in a mansion. I'd feel like a fool driving to the grocery store in a Maserati. Oh, I'm not supposed to drive to the grocery store. I'm supposed to have my servants do that for me? Oh my God. I don't want to have servants. It's like one of those old Hollywood movies. I would not know who I am anymore. And not in a good way. It's not like it would be a voyage of discovery. I would just feel dislocated. Like it didn't fit anywhere. I'd stick out like a sore thumb. I would not know who I am anymore. I'd probably end up feeling like trailer trash, hobnobbing with rich people. And my current friends would always want me to pay for dinner or drinks. Awkward. I just wouldn't know who I am anymore. I wouldn't need to work. Don't a lot of guys who retire die because they lost their identity? I don't want to die. I wouldn't have my identity anymore. If I had millions of dollars, I wouldn't know who I am anymore. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Maybe it would be a voyage of discovery. What if I didn't have to work at a job, but could do what I wanted? Do I really know what I want to do? What if I would be a good rich person? Or good at it? How would I know? What if it was actually easy for me? What if I didn't have to buy a Maserati? Unless I wanted to. What if I know myself, however much money I have? Okay, nice deep breath. So, as we went through the tapping, if you had any memories come up or any new thoughts or ideas, I invite you to write them down and do some extra tapping on whatever specific stuff may have come up for any of the 4 blocks. And if you feel a little stirred up from this, I also invite you to rewind and go through the tapping again. It's certainly not going to hurt, and it might help relieve these blocks, opening up a path for you to get the money you want. So thank you so much for tapping along with me. My name is Rob Nelson, Tapping the Matrix. And yeah, have a great rest of your day.